early in our relationship, you saw the merit of creating a brand within the brand. So you yourself, personally, professionally, have a brand. Diener Money Management, your practice, has a brand. And then you created the brand within the brand. You branded the process, which is so incredibly important right now to differentiate, because again, it's not what you say, it's what they hear. It's what the marketplace hears in terms of your communication, how do you articulate value. Now that you've got quite a bit of mileage behind the Flourish Formula, tell me how your clients have responded to your reframing, reintroducing that value and removing the mystery. Just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, incredible. Incredible. You know, oftentimes we do a lot of things and we don't see immediate responses. With this, I did immediately. You go back to your clients and you give them the talk about reframing. And a couple of the things that I saw happen. Number one is that, my clients really appreciated that I continue to work on the business and develop the business and refine the business, right? And make it better. When we came back to them and reframed, what it allowed us to do is introduce the 7 pillars, introduce the Flourish Formula, and introduce all these things that we've ever been working on these last 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years. It's got a name, and, we've developed and refined it, and we continue to get better. So some of the immediate things that we saw right away is that our existing clients became bigger fans of ours, because people like to be with winners, right? And when you're professionalizing your practice and you give a name to what you're doing for people, and you have a strategy and a brand with it, people really, really like that. And so what we saw is that we got more engagement from our existing clients, and we got more referrals easily from those relationships.
Now, I know you keep working on yourself professionally in terms of your core competency, but correct me if I'm wrong, your technical ability did not dramatically improve, but your client's appreciation for your value did improve when you reframed with the Flourish Formula. So, yeah, not to oversimplify it, but did it change where they weren't just connecting with what your value is, but more with what it does in terms of money being a means to an end now and in the future to live their best life?
Yeah. And I think that it kind of, marries together a little bit when we're looking at that is that, people didn't have, oftentimes in financial advising, right or wrong, clients think that the only thing you do is manage money, that you pick investments, you know what I mean? Right or wrong, right? So reframing allowed them to sit there and say, hey, here's everything that we do, the 100 things that we do, right? Here's everything that we do. And we narrowed it down into 7 pillars. So what happened is that 2 things. One is that they realize the breadth of what you actually do without you ever having to explain it deeply, right? Just by seeing it and stuff like that. The other thing that we saw is that like I'd said before, is that recently we had a bad market, right? In 2022, we had a bad market. And I've been in business for over 20 years. So I've seen a lot of bad market, right? And, what I saw, because we reframed and because we spent the time to meet with people and tell them what our flavor is and what we do for you and everything like that, I got to tell you, this last downturn in the stock market was unlike any one that I've ever been through, because my clients were fans of ours. They weren't beating us down when things were down. They understood that there was a process, and we focus on things that we can control, not things that we can't control. So the phone didn't ring as much. Clients were still engaged and happy with what was going on and still kept referring people. And all of that was from the hard work that we did by installing those things.